Combined Technical Association of Nagaland aro Nagaland Net Qualified Forum bra aju July 17 de Npsc de Assistant Professor laga Post Requisition gra over press conference tisha. Ctan aro Nnqf kusha Higher and Technical Education Department logode bra Chiti badi 34 Assistant Professor laga Boss Npsc gi Requisition kridia aro 147 Assistant Professor laga Boss kandu null aro void kridia jane paise. Post kan requisition gra upar Ctan aro Nnqf pra department gi sawal krushe. Details sai sabo.
And Nnqf have called for this press conference because we received a letter from the Higher and Technical Education Department from the Nagaland Civil Secretariat. Now, we wanted to talk about this notification as well as the forestry recruitment issue. So I will just highlight the points under this letter. Now, in this letter, notification dated 2nd July 2025, they have informed us that 34 assistant professor posts have been requisitioned for advertisement. Then, they've also talked about how the 147 assistant professor posts have become null and void. Then there is also the mention of new post creation of 129 posts. Now, all of this will be dealt with in detail. I want to first emphasize on the 34 assistant professor posts that have been requisitioned. Now, they have mentioned that 34 assistant professor posts from humanities, commerce, and science have been requisitioned, but there are no details regarding the distribution of the subjects. We don't know which subjects are going to be requisitioned. We don't know which subjects are reserved for the PWDs and the PTs. And we also don't know, and we want to ask this question, if these are new post creation or if these are other types of vacancies. We had asked to meet them, but they said they could not meet us, so we would like to throw out these questions. So first, with regard to the 34 assistant professor posts that have been requisitioned, we wanted to know which subjects are going to be requisitioned, the distribution of the subjects, as well as the nature of the posts, if these are newly created posts or some kind of other vacancies. Then they've also mentioned that the 147 assistant professor posts have become null and void. So we also wanted to ask the department, so what happens to this 147? They've mentioned it's null and void, so what happens to them? That's the question we also wanted to ask. Then
129 posts, I would like to give a brief status and then some queries about this 129 new creation status. Earlier, the government denied to give this 129 new creation to us, but from our RTI, prior to this July 2 government new proposal notification, we have received an RTI regarding 129 posts, and then which have been clearance on 2023. So from this 129 new creation posts, there are 4 sections. As per the RTI we have received, for arts and commerce stream, there are 31 vacancies, 31 assistant professors. For science stream, 69. For newly established college, Mongkalen Park, arts, 11 posts. For newly established college at Wangchin, science, 18. So this is the government proposal, earlier proposal that they have been already created 129 posts. But now the government have again come up with a new notification. They have sent a proposal for this manpower rationalization committee for proposal for creations of 129 new posts of assistant professor under higher education. So here they have mentioned 7 sets of post creation. So we just want to ask the government what are this set of section, whether they have followed or whether they comply with this earlier 129 posts, that same set of rules have been followed or not, because they didn't give any clearance or any details from this newly regular this rationalization post. So from our side, we just want to demand the government to approve this proposal at the earliest for the convenience of the aspirants, since we have fight enough and then we have struggled enough. So it's a high time for the government to look up these grievances and take a necessary action at the earliest. That is our demand, and that is our appeal to to the governments of Nagaland.
I just want to add to the 129 post. The information that has been shared is from the RTI that we have filed. So they have informed us that 129 assistant professor post is in the process of creation, but we don't know, we don't have any details about it. So we want to know, which subjects are being requisitioned. We also want to know if the librarian posts are included there or not, because many subjects have not been advertised for a long time. So we're also demanding for, say, a public display of all the 129 posts.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Yeah, first of all, I want to thank all of you for always being supportive. We gave an ultimatum on 9th of July 2025, and the last date of the ultimatum was 12th of July. We gave an ultimatum requesting them to send the post to Npsc. So on 11th of July, we got a reply from the department saying that they have requisitioned 34 posts, which the copy we have already received. And again, my two friends have already said, they also mentioned that they are proposing for the post creation of 129. So in order to be very clear with what is happening regarding this 147, we wrote a letter to the HOD, to the ex-officio. In our letter, we just requested them whether we can have a sitting together with the HPC or with the department to really get clarification regarding this. But we got a reply yesterday saying that they won't be able to meet us. So in this regard, what we want to request them is, since 34 is already sent to Npsc and 129 is post creation is under process. So what I want to request the HPC, the Manpower Rationalizing Committee to expedite this process. So moi kulimun takado bala side padu clear as ide. One is na ultimatum dishe. To ultimatum dina 12 tok to reply na dishe man action no to three. So nam wilimi there 11 day reply paise 34 posts jaisi na. That's why we did not go for any further agitation also. Wilimi ita 29 posts under process ase kuado moi 129 ya. So 129 post creation gane under process ase kuado moi itu committee hangi request bolibon takado students kange aro bishi dictar na dijana at the earliest post creation kuri aro to post creation kuredo it should be sent to Npsc. And from our side we want to be very clear that even if the department and the government is not willing to sit and talk with us, don't think that we have left. What is now 129 to Npsc din na job talk to restless it. We want to make a very clear message to the government. This is regarding the higher education. Now I want to talk a little bit about the recent forest guard examination also. See, when ekta question department ki hudi uli mon thagaro amane I want to ask the government, since we don't trust the departmental exam, we demanded for NSSB, and now it is already being implemented. NSSB conduct exam, and that's how people are recruited. Why are the department like forest, excise, and police? Why this post does not fall under the purview of NSSB? First question to that. Aro, say example like I also want to question them. See, example like ranger la post condition way it goes to Npsc. That I don't deny. Only when it comes to driver la post, LDA come computer assistant, stenographer la vacancy, as a forest department. So how do they recruit those posts? Tani to bikina recruitment because when Google the search could actually forest guard la, really forest department la advertisement do pahi na pai. Na prior to this forest guard la do pahi na pai. Itu ni tan kiman sal extend guna this year contact present na. So itu question mo hudi will mun taka tangi aro tan Kina kore itu vacancy andu ina na rakhi nole contract la backdoor la chance hai jo today moi department hi poli mun daga to departmental exam kore bile phat advertise kuri nohole NSSB de pathai gule NSSB de pathai example stenographer grade 3 duita ase driver charta ase LDA kam computer assistant 18 ase aro forester 1 du 26 post ase forester 1 to forester 1 mane duita stars do aro tahal service rule hisabte forester 1 mi direct recruitment pare so it to be advertised I want to tell them aro the other day I made an appeal to the one of the high ranking officials in forest department. There are 11 more vacancies as of now of this forest guard na. So why not you include this as addendum 154 post 8 kuri divi 11 do I requested. I don't know whether they took it seriously or not. Will we 11 to vacancy say another 11 is going to be vacated in the next few months. By December do 11 retire. So why I'm saying this is forest department la see the reason that the official gave me is next advertisement dihi grow to 11 vacancy anu. We never know when will the vacancy come up again. So I'm requesting the department to add all those 11 do aro clear say 11 do already by December to 11 June or retire mane what I'm trying to say is forester 2 forester 1 can retire to forest guard to promotion power to na senior gun that's why vacancy create was so itu bade moi ki ko department ke itu request calling mona se ko aro at the same time see lots of rumors newly doubts are going around itu paper leak hushi bana kikina so will be in one of the interview with the officials by one of our media friends na tai kutha kwatam de tai were clearly gina so for clarification if you want to see your marks write in RTI na so I want to make an appeal to all the aspirants if you are doubtful write in RTI our Nijola mark person. If there is some problem, see 23,000 is not a joke. If there is a mane backdoor only recommendation, but don't give chance to those people. When I'm talking based on the reply given by the department official. That was to say RTI DV marks the count. Clearly winners. So based on that, if you are doubtful, RTI likhibi aro kiba ekta problem hosi public is always there to support your cause. It weak yeah. Practically Babylon agitation it's not a joke na. Mala physically pura khatam ho jayega. It can be recover hona to laru. So living condition at least they have done something to na requisition a lot to pathai na so we cannot be very stingy also.
But in comparison to the 147 posts, 34 is very less. No? If they created 147 for the need, then why just 34? That is the question again. No? So we're not saying that we will not agitate or that we will agitate also. If the need arises, we don't know. Maybe, based on what will happen.
Yes, sir. Like you mentioned that we have demanded for the competition and requisition. So have you given them any stipulated time or by this time we have to do so and so?
No, see, we wanted to be very clear, so we wrote a letter requesting the department and the government to at least have a sitting with us because there are a lot of doubts, like she's mentioning now. Clearly, they did not agree now. Kali na paro na so more than that manji puro paro na. Power day say now man jupodesti jana meeting go na paro.
It starts with a single shot. In just 10 days, turn your passion into a profession. Master the art of coffee, from bean to cup. Seats are limited. Start your barista journey today.